You are now standing in a place of honor and memory, a memorial dedicated to the Massachusetts men and women who fought for freedom in the Korean War. All around you are the symbols of those who served and sacrificed. The memorial walk is made of bricks donated in remembrance of loved ones. The bronze sculpture of an American GI stands on a gift from the South Korean people, a 2.5-ton piece of granite. The 6 columns before you represent the 3 summers and 3 winters of fighting. They bear the names of the 1,508 who died and are missing in action. The rows of Sharon trees, known as the flower of eternity, flourish for those we lost. The MIA POW flag flies for the 148 still missing. And finally, at the meditation benches, you can hear the voices of those who fought. This war is not forgotten. Like all wars, the Korean War lives in the hearts and minds of those who fought, their families, their friends. But unlike most wars, this one still lives on. In 1953, it ended not in treaty, but in truce. Since that time, almost 100 Americans have been killed in action in the DMZ. We gather here to reflect, to witness, to remember.
Design of the Massachusetts Korean War Veterans Memorial. The sculptor of an American GI in the center of our memorial represents all of the services of the United States in the Korean War. The GI stands vigil on the honor roll of our Massachusetts men and women who had died during the Korean War. The GI could be an Army infantryman, a Marine on a listening post, a Navy corpsman, or an Air Force Forward Air Controller. They all had suffered the results of the bitter cold, wind-swept hills and mountains along with the high humidity and heat of the summers in Korea. The 9-foot bronze sculpture of an American GI stands on a 2.5-ton piece of Korean granite. This granite is a gift from the people of South Korea in gratitude to the Massachusetts veterans who fought North Korea and Chinese armies to keep South Korea a free country, and bears the names of Massachusetts men who were recipients of the Medal of Honor. The GI standing on Korean soil stands in a depression that represents the terrible conditions that our GIs fought under during this first months of the war. They included few tanks, low supplies of ammunition, and had weather conditions on the ground and in the air which curtailed the close air support from our Navy carriers and Air Force bases in Japan. As a result of the United Nations not being prepared for the North Korean invasion, we were almost pushed off the peninsula by North Korea's army. The only reason that North Korea failed was due to our troops' determination and dedication. The 3 steps from the Depression represent the 3 major actions that turned the tide in favor of our troops. They were the landing at Incheon, the breakout of the Pusan perimeter, and the pushing of the North Korean invaders back onto North Korea. The 6 columns signifies the 3 summers and the 3 winters our troops were fighting in Korea. The 6 columns support the 5 lintels that bear the names of the battles fought in South and North Korea. The most sacred section of this memorial is the bronze plaques on each column that bear the 1,508 names of our Massachusetts men and women who had died during the Korean War. The 148 names with asterisks represent the 148 men who are still missing as a result of the Korean War. These men and women were part of the team that took the first armed aggression against the spread of communism in Northeast Asia. Through the opening of the lintels, the GI looks out to infinity, looking for our MIAs and hoping we will bring them home.